Alright, guys. This is God's Middleman. And right now, today, I'm going to show you guys the picture that I captured of Jesus in extensive details. I'm going to be zooming in. I'm going to be showing you all the images that I see. I'm going to be calling out their descriptions. And I want you to tell me if you guys see what I see. Because like it says in the Bible and it says in many texts, those with eyes to see will see. So let's determine what we have here. Me, 100% proof that this is Jesus. Let's get into it. Alright, so I took this picture because I was looking at the scars in the back of my head, and when I was looking at the scars in the back of my head, I seen the top of my head, I seen this bald spot, just lack of hair, and I was wondering, oh, am I balding? So I had the picture taken of my top of my head, and as I zoomed in on it to determine whether I was balding or not, I started seeing things. And when I started seeing things, I seen a face with a mustache, an eye closed, and a nose, and you can identify as Jesus. And I don't believe in coincidences, and I know everything is purposeful, and I know that our life path is already written. So I know that this was on purpose. This picture was taken approximately a few weeks after my mother had passed. So it's pretty amazing that Jesus wanted to reveal himself to me right after that. It was pretty cool. And I want to tell you, this is not my first conversation with Jesus. I've talked to Jesus before, but this is my first physical 3D proof of Jesus. And I'm pretty sure he handed it to me so that I can share with the world. So I'm going to share with the people that want to see. The people that don't want to see, see you later. It's cool. But I'm not going to not share because people are doubtful. So I'm going to start off the image like this. This is the top of my head, and I'm going to zoom in slightly. When I zoom in slightly, you see this image of an eye, a nose, and this looks to be like a chin. To me, this image of this face right here, with this eye, this nose, and this chin, it appears to me like some type of feline face. That's what it looks like to me, like a feline, like a cheetah face or something. And I can go and look up what I'm trying to explain to you so we can compare and contrast. Cheetah images. So I'm thinking like if I could see a side profile of it. Side profile, cheetah, side profile. So what I think I see is this. This is what I think I see here. The little the patch on the bottom, the nose, and the eye looking this way. This is what I see right here. It does look a little more humanoid, like a person cheetah, not just a cheetah. The nose, the little chin patch of this hair, and then the eye. Alright, so this is the first image that I see off top when you're just zooming in very slowly. Then as you zoom in more, and this is when I found it, you see Jesus' face. Right here. Right here, eye. Right here, a nose. A mustache. And then it's the bottom patch right here. And this is, I would say, arm. Or his shoulder. So, I want to show you guys what I see in this, similar to it, which is the Shroud of Turin. Shroud of Turin. Right here. I don't really want the color picture. I want just the shroud. But this is the picture right here. Let's see. Why can't they show me just the picture that I want? Right here. Alright. Let me just use this one for now. So as you see here, they say that this is the Shroud of Turin. This is where Jesus, this cloth was placed over him, and they said that this material, this fabric, was embedded with a light imprint. So, to me, in my mind, this was over him when he rose on the third day, and he had his light body, and it imprinted on the material. So you can see the mustache, eyes closed, and then the bottom chin part. And then here, you can see the eye closed, the nose, the mustache, and the bottom chin part, and the shoulder. And that's what I see right in the center of my head, right here. Right in the center. You can see it from far too. Like it's undoubtedly a face right here. Let me know if you guys can see it. Eye closed, nose, mustache. And I know it's Jesus for a fact because you can see he has the same mustache pattern as the Shroud of Turin. In the Shroud of Turin, you can see he has one longer hair on the right side of his mustache. One longer hair. Let me see if I can get this image right here. He has one longer hair. It won't let me see it. I'm going to get a different image later on, but I just want to show you guys just a plain example. But I studied the Shroud of Turin, and he has a longer hair on the right side of his mustache. On my head, on this picture, you can see right here this longer hair coming off his mustache. Right here, mustache, longer hair, right there. That longer hair strand. So that's even more proof for me. And it's undoubtedly, you can see the face I was talking about earlier, right here, eye, nose, chin. Then you zoom in a little bit and you see Jesus right in the middle of my temple. And I'm pretty sure they say that in the Bible. He's in a temple. God resides in a temple. And this is him right here. Right here. One eye, a nose, a mustache, and the bottom chin hair. And then his shoulder. So this is just 2 faces I've shown you in this picture so far. Now I want to speak on duality. So as above, so below. So if there's dark, there's light. If there's good, there's evil. If there's bad, there's good. You know, whatever the situation is. Right next to Jesus is another face that I call a demonic face. Eye, jaw, teeth, horn. So right here, I see this demonic face also, this evil entity, I would assume. And that, I'd feel like right on top of my head in the middle represents duality. You have Jesus right here. And right next to him, you have the evil demon-looking face. You have the chin right here, the jaw, and his teeth. And then his eye socket, horn, and horn. And this is cheekbones. This is like his eye right here. So right there, I've showed you 3 faces in one picture that has not been tampered with. This is the original photo as you zoom out. This is just a picture of the top of my head and the hair pattern. So now I want to go into further detail. Now with this picture, the first one I've showed you of what I think is maybe a feline entity, maybe not. But the chin right here, I feel like it has hair. It has hair on the bottom chin area. You can see what I assume to be his nose. And you can see souls returning into the breath of him. He's breathing in souls. And that shit is amazing to me. He's breathing in souls. Look how clearly you can see this soul right here. This is an arm, this is a leg, this is a leg, this is the head going forward with like a sheet gown. And he's breathing in the souls. And that's what this image looks like to me right here. Breathing them in right into his nose. Now we could go into further detail. And there's another face. This is the other face right here. You can see the eye clear as day, the pupil. The eyeball and the white of the eye. One eye right here. One eye right here. Nose, mouth open. mouth open like this. He's looking, and all around him is hair. All around his head is full hair. Full hair. Look at that eye, so clear as day. Look at this eye right here. Eye, nose, mouth open. All around his head, hair. And you could go further and see his arm hanging here. You can see his arm hanging right here. This is his arm. This part is the robe. This part is his robe chest, his chest right here. The robe is tied in the middle, and the legs, the rest of the robe that will cover the legs. So he's like with an arm like this, looking at the camera, with all around him hair. His head is full of hair down to all around him. And then the other things that I see in this picture are angels. I guess the little baby angels are called cherubim. And you can see them right here. So I'll zoom out again. You see this face, breathing in souls. Look at the soul returning. Then I zoom in. And you see Jesus' face in the middle. Mustache. Bottom chin hair. And then you see the demonic face right here. Eye socket. Bottom jaw. You see the teeth. You see his cheekbone right here. Cheekbone. And then you see the horns. 1 horn, 2 horn, 3 horn. And you know, this might scare people if they were to see this, but to me it's just confirmation of duality. You have Jesus right next to the negative. And right here is where the angel is, the cherubim. You can see the face of a baby. You can see one wing, and then you can see the halo. The halo is right here. The halo, curly hair, face right here. Eye, wing. So let's start again. We're going to do this again for the doubters. Zoom out, zoom in. The first face we see, eye, nose, eye, chin. To me, looks like breathing in souls. Next, you zoom into the direct middle. You have eye, nose, mustache, and right here, what's it called? Soul patch. Then you go to the right side of him, and you have this skeleton demonic face. You got the jaw right here. You got the teeth. You got the eye socket right here. The black is the eye. So it's like a pushed, sunken in eye socket. And then another eye socket, which is, you know, skeletons. Cheekbone. Then you have the 3 horns. 1, 2, 3 horns. Then you have the angel right here above, right in the middle. And I've seen more angels in this picture, but this is just the one obvious one you can see right here. You can see it's kind of like a triangle for like one side of the wing, because I assume that they have the same clothing on where it hangs down. Alright, so these are the pictures that I see within this one image. And this is how you know God and Creator is real and Jesus is real. 100%. You know 100% it's real, because there's no way you're going to take a picture of the top of someone's head and you're going to have faces in it, and you're telling me reality is not multi-layered? Absolutely multi-layered. And now if you want to go into the last detail that I see about this picture, and I'm going to do one more video maybe pointing out all the different angels that I see. But another thing about this image, I'm going to zoom out one more time, and then I'm going to zoom in. You can see ancient writing of an unknown language on my picture of my head. I don't know what language this is. But I know that I researched one of the symbols, and it was a math symbol. So I'm assuming it's the universal languages that predate humanity. And it's crazy. You can see this looks like a tablet. This looks like writing. And this is just a picture of my head. You tell me what you believe. I know you guys watch X-Files and a whole bunch of different things. Have you ever witnessed proof in your life? This is the proof that I witnessed in my life. And I'm introducing it and sharing with those who have eyes to see. Because that is the mission that he put on me. Jesus, right here. Right here. He put that mission on me. Right here is him. Right here is that demon face. That is a skeleton demon face. And right here is the writing that I don't know what it says, but it's written on my head, or they presented it to be able to be seen through the photo. I don't know which one. I'm assuming it's through the photo, but Jesus was not through the photo. It was on my head. So the gaps in between the hair follicles create a picture of a face. Right here, of a face of a man with a mustache and a soul patch and a nose and eyes closed. And I feel like him with that eyes closed is because it was swollen and he was in pain. And that's how he's presenting himself. And then you got the other face that you see right here with the hair all around. And he's looking right at the camera. His eyeball is right there, looking right at the camera that took the photo. His mouth, his nose, his other eye socket, and hair around him. Just looking right at the camera, clear as day. You see the white of his eye, you see his eyeball. You see it. Look at it. It's a half circle, his eyeball. Looking at the camera. And then you see his arm hanging. You see the cloth of his clothing. You see his chest of the clothing. Then you see in the middle of his clothing, it's tied up. This is just ancient clothing like robes and stuff. It's tied up in the middle, you could tell. And this is his body right here. His chest, his arm, his leg side, and his head. And his head is looking directly at us, at the camera. And then you go into more details. All his hair around him is where I see the writing of the language that I do not know what it is. Look at this. Look how clear you can see this circle symbol with a dot in the middle. A circle with a dot in the middle. That's a symbol. Look at these symbols all around here. Look at these symbols. It looks like kind of like a maze, but you already know these are symbols. Now, I want to know if anybody has any understanding of when you zoom into photos, if they will show coding and stuff. But even if they did show coding, what language is this? This is not no language that we know. You can see all these symbols. Look, it looks like a maze. Look, you just follow it. You just follow it. All these symbols here. All these symbols here. Look at it. Circle with a dot. Circle with a dot. And it's so amazing. And this is just absolute supernatural proof that Creator is real, God is real, and also negative is real. And I'm here to share it. My name is God's middleman. God put me in position to share this. He introduced this information to me and this evidence to me at 30 years old, right after my mom passed. At 30 years old, he introduced himself to me in a photo form and showed me all this. And he gave me evidence. How many people you know have evidence of Jesus? You have a lot of people that have spoken to Jesus in near-death experiences. You have a lot of people that pray to Jesus. You have a lot of people that meditate every day, daily, and they go into deep prayer, and they'll have answers come to them, whether it be in a voice form or just information pops in their head. But who is given a photo of Jesus? Hey, let me know. I don't know anybody with a photo of Jesus besides myself. And now you know me. And you could comment whatever you want. You could discredit. You can credit. I have no problem. I'll send you the original photo. You run it through AI filter. You show me, what you see or don't see. That's fine with me. God showed himself to me. And I'm here to show whoever is willing to see. All right, guys. Thank you. I'm going to cut this video into short form format also, so I can introduce people, get them interested, because this is amazing. This is amazing. Imagine how many people would live life differently if they had 100% proof of God. 100% proof of Jesus. And what do they say nowadays? Oh no, Jesus is not God. He got killed because that's blasphemy. He walked around saying he was God. We're all God. Was he more of God than us? Absolutely. It's proven he was more of God than us. And I just want to say, have no doubt. And also, this also indicates to me, I got this picture in June 11th, 2025. This indicates to me the end times are approaching because he's revealing himself more.